M0FXB, welcome back to my videos on the AILUNCE HA1UV. Now I find the best place to get the firmware and the software, the programming software, is this link. I'll put it in the description. So hit the download for the CPS, you'll get a zip. Go up to your folder just up here. And then unzip it and run it. Just the usual, double click it and run it. And when it opens, it looks like this. Click more and then run anyway. And you get this window appear. And it's not very recognizable when you see it compared to other software. So on your radio, there's a cable that screws on just there on the side. Screw that on, connect it to your PC. Then go to right click, device manager, get your port number. There is a driver link there if you need it. So my port's 11, okay, you can see it there, USB serial 11, so close that. Then you go back to the software, like so, and it says connect device, and you can actually do your firmware with this device, but we're not going to do that. You can even actually change it from the GMRS model to the what we are using now, which is the UV model. So anyway, select HA1UV and then port 11, click OK, and it instantly just reads the radio, and you can see that the radio is saying CPS read. I've not used this much, so I'm sort of learning this with you, but hopefully the basics will be there. So we get a nice display of the radio, frequency band, ETC hardware version, EU. So go to channel list, which is the one we're interested in. Although someone has asked me about DTMF, and at the moment I've tried just pressing the PTT and transmitting DTMF, and it wasn't doing it. But anyway, let's just put a couple of memory channels in. So here, this one, put this one in earlier. Let's just rename it HubNet. I mean, it takes ages using the radio. To add channels, and it's doable, but it's just quite long-winded if you ask me, if you want to name them. You can't see the letters on the keys, you have to look at a chart or look at another radio. That's a quick way of doing it. So anyway, I'm going to put in GB3 Bravo Charlie here and leave it wide for now. TX power, leave it high, and then we're going to put in the receive frequency 145.750. And the transmit, so it's 600 shift minus, so 145.150. CTCSS, we don't need it on receive, but we do need it on transmit. So they are 77 we need. No, actually no, we need 94.8 for that one. So scroll up and down, you can see it just there at the top, CTCSF, but on receive, close. And then what have you got here over? TX permission, talk around, and scrambler. So that's how you add a channel. Let's have a look at DTMF, because someone's asked me about DTMF. Now I know that I clicked DTMF here. I know that beginning of transmission and end of transmission. That's what BOT stands for, and EOT, or both. Okay. DTMF list. If I try and put one in there, we can give it a name. So I'm a bit stuck on this, because look, this is the length, this is the code. And then what's this? Fast call, fast one. Does it let me do anything? It does let me put numbers in, but not stars. Let me try. Yes, it does let me do stars. My mistake. Group code. A, B, or C. System. So it's not very clear to me how you do DTMF. Scan channels. Zone list. And then your basic settings. So I mean, it's quite a bit of learning to do on this one. Read, writing. Let's see if there's a DTMF, enable DTMF. TX permit tone. Is that like a Roger beep? Battery, backlight, Vox, channel A, display mode is either frequency or name or channel. Okay, you decide for A and B. Specify channel A, we've got BC there. Display mode channel, channel B, channel A, last active channel, interesting. FM radio, short press the SK1 or the SK2. So you've got programmable buttons that you can tell it what to do. You've got a list there, TX power scan, FM radio, zone plus and minus. It's very DMR-y, that bit. And then specify channel B, which is hub now at the moment. And you can choose a zone. So at the moment, they're all in zone 1. Band B, band B. More information, operation, write to radio. And it's writing. So, well, you've seen how to write the channels. If someone's worked out how to do DTMF, please tell me. There's obviously a method. Just let that write. End of writing, radio reboots. Channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to zone. Let's just exit that. Menu. How do we end it to factory reset? Right, zone. Go to zone 1. Select it, yes. And then we'll exit. We're in zone 1. I'm not seeing channel names. Channel list. Channel 1, 2, 3, 4. Zone list. 4 channels. There they are. So the channels are in zone 1. And to display, let's go to settings. It says channel. Let's change that to name. Okay, fair enough. Change that to that. On the A, it's allowing me to select name. Display mode name. Is there only one there? Display mode. Zone. Specify zone, yeah. HubNet. Okay, I'm going to send that to the radio now. So we've changed display mode to name. I was expecting to see 2 of them, to see that twice. Channel A, channel B, channel type, VFO frequency. Right, let's send it. So, right, so we should, with a bit of luck, when it boots this time, we'll see the name. Anyway, we're going to learn more on this, and what we really want to do is just press the PTT, dial on the radio, because a lot of people are using these radios to, you know, these type radios to activate their nodes, so to change places where they are on different repeaters, and you need DTMF. Right, that's good. So that's good news that the name has now shown. See that? I mean, it sounds great. It's a really solid radio, It feels quality, and you're not worried about dropping that radio at all. There you are. You see it changed to HubNet there? And it is, you know, it is dual watch. You can see there it's working on dual watch now. One last look at DTMF, and then we're going to come back to that. I might have to email AILUNCE themselves and say, how do you do DTMF? Let's go to the menu again, DTMF settings. This is more about how fast it's going to transmit DTMF, whether it's at the beginning, at the end, and things like that. DTMF. You can give the name, code length, root code. It's not clear to me. And if I just transmit, turn up the volume on HubNet, Nothing's really happening. I'm going to test it on HubNet a minute. So if we go single screen with the hash, you get single screen. Okay, and now we're on HubNet. We're just activating it, but we're not actually connected to anything. Okay, so now let's just try it. I'm going to dial the connection, and if it connects, it means we've got a silent DTMF. Let's try it. So I have to just sort of hold it like this, otherwise it's a bit fiddly. So sorry about this. Here goes. Do that again. That's not working. Anyway, thanks for watching me learning, and yeah, someone has cracked DTMF on the HA1UV or HA1G, let me know. We'll make a video on it. 7.3.